All right. Well, welcome everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining. And if you missed it, this is being recorded for your benefit. So we have with us Jess Malagon from Se Bienestar. We are,
Hey,
how you doing, Jess?
I'm great. Thank you. Really excited.
Good, good, good. So the next for those realtors, there was a group of realtors that joined us last year in October in Playa del Carmen to get their certification from Conocer. It's called the EC 110.02, which is it is a certificate program that as a real estate agent in Mexico, they must obtain. And then there's also the licenses. There are certain states right now, there are up to 23 states that require licensing, Quintana Roo being one of them. So we're doing another certification class. It's scheduled to be March of this year, so it'll be the last week of March. And it's an opportunity for you as a real estate agent to get certified and understand the ins and outs of being able to sell real estate in Mexico. There are multiple steps to do it. First of all, as we know, it's a certification program. It's called the EC 110.02, which is supported and issued. It's a certificate that's issued by Conocer. Jess, you want to tell us a little bit about Conocer?
Sure. Conocer is a program here in Mexico that allow us to get the competencies that we need as realtors in order to start work here, in order to start work here in Mexico.
And just so you all know, Conocer not just gives the certificates for competencies for realtors, but there's also a vast other certificates that are supported and sponsored by them that they need to get. So whether they are coaches or even other different technical jobs that people have, they must
That's
have
right.
the competency set up and go through Conocer to get that certification. So, like you said, there's levels, there's a certification class where you get your competency on what it entails to be a real estate agent, how to profile a buyer, how to profile a seller, the whole opportunities to be able to work with. The other part is the license. Like I mentioned, there's only certain states that require additional licenses to be obtained. Quintana Roo, where Cancun, Tulum, they're located. It's one of the states that requires it. The other ones are Baja California, and there's more states that are being added just for the purpose of getting more trained professionals in the real estate side. What we're trying to do in Mexico is trying to get away from the unprepared or not well-prepared realtors. Make sure that you're dealing with professionals of utmost integrity and ethic background as well. So again, we are doing the event. It'll be in March of this year. So what does it entail? Who is it that's putting it together? CRARC Strategies in collaboration with Se Bienestar. And Jess, you want to talk to us a little bit about Se Bienestar?
Sure. We are a group of experts in training programs, and one of the programs is this one. So we are interested in giving you a great experience, not only the knowledge, but for you to have also the contacts, to show you the way of how to start working with realtors, actually, or with associations here in Mexico.
And yeah, one of the things that this opportunity will give you, it'll give you the opportunity to get the certification and also network with developers, agents, notaries, real estate attorneys that will help in the process. And also, I mean, there's a lot of other implications. There's For people that are buying real estate in Mexico, there's implications that relate to tax law. There's implications on relocation, all right, so they bought the house, now what? They want to move. How will that happen? So we want to have that connectivity to the providers, to the vendors of those services, so you understand who they are and get to know them and be able to deal with people that you will get to know, like, and trust. Why is it that we're doing this, and why are we doing the certification program? Again, two things. The demand for real estate in Mexico continues to grow, but with it, also the demand for well-prepared real estate agents, and for investors that are coming from other countries such as Canada or the US. The best way to do it is to get to understand what the process is in buying and selling real estate, and being able to connect with realtors in Mexico that you'll be able to work on a referral basis for better products, for better services. Realtors in the US, they sometimes they hold back on referring clients to realtors in Mexico because of their lack of knowledge of how it operates. So the best way to do it is to really connect with realtors in Mexico and with developers, so they can understand what the process is, as well as law firms. Earlier we mentioned when we're doing this. This will be the next event will be the last week of March. It'll start out on March 25th and it'll finish on March 28th. And a little bit of where it'll be Playa del Carmen. It'll be offices of a developer. In Playa del Carmen will give you the final details as we get closer to the time and people get registered for the event. It'll be 2 days of in-class session, 2 days of education, and then there'll be 1 day of on the job or on the field training, where you get to go visit real estate tours you'll get real estate developments that are under development right now, that they're being worked on, as well as the projects that are ready to be delivered, so that you can experience, one, the location, the properties that are being sold, but two, so you can put in practice what you learned during the classes. So it is not just sitting and learning. It is a class where you have to collaborate. You really have to participate, and then you have to demonstrate that what you've learned out in the field. The developments that will be visited will be in Playa del Carmen and Tulum. Just because of the distance, the distance between Playa del Carmen and Tulum is about an hour distance each way. So an hour from Playa to Tulum and back. We'll be able to visit. We'll try to get to 3 developments, but definitely for sure we'll be at 2 that we'll be able to work with. What does the program include? What we offer is free class. So before you get to the day of the event in Playa del Carmen, we will have 2 webinars that will be presented by our real estate coach expert, in-house expert. He'll be on the call with us. He'll be talking about getting you ready for the class. So kind of giving you the book, the study book, the study guide for what's going to be happening, for what you'll be learning. Because we are cramming a lot of information in 2 days, we want to get you ready ahead of time. So we do have 2 webinars. The first one will be March 10th, which is a Monday, this same time zone, this same Zoom. And the other one will be on March 17th. And then we'll finalize, it'll be the week of the event, which again, it'll be March 25th through the 28th. The cost, it's $900 net. So you could do a bank transfer for that amount. So that'll be the net. But if you want to pay by credit card, so the credit card cost will be passed on. In order to reserve the spot, we will require 80% of the cost. And then the rest of the remaining portion will be due by March 10th, which is the day of our first webinar. Yeah. When we look at what what does it entail? You know, what are the class, what's the agenda gonna look like? On March 25th, which is a Tuesday, we will have a networking reception event, which will be downtown Playa del Carmen. We'll be inviting local professionals, people from AMPI, which is the real estate association in Mexico, with different chapters throughout the various cities of Mexico. So we'll be inviting the AMPI realtors from Playa del Carmen and Tulum and Cancun to join us there. Developers in the area, attorneys and notaries. So it'll be a nice networking event. You'll get to meet local professionals that work in the real estate market, that you can enhance your circle of network right there. March 26th and 27th, which is that Wednesday and Thursday. It'll be an all-day session starting at 9 a.m., finishing at 6. Lunch will be provided, coffee breaks will be provided, and it'll be, like I said, the study guide will be sent to you so that by the first time that we have our first webinar, you'll have it ready and you know what we'll be covering: contracts, the profile of a buyer, the profile of a seller, appraisals, understanding all the buy-sell agreements in Mexico, with samples as well, so you can take a look at it and have them as support for follow-up conversations that you'll have with your clients and with anybody that you work with on real estate. March 28th, which is that Friday, we'll be heading out early in the morning. I think it's the late 8 o'clock in the morning, so that we can get to the real estate projects development. We'll get to see those developments that are in progress or ready to be delivered, and we'll get to see, like I said, what you learned in class, you'll be putting it to practice. Did I miss anything so far, Jess, on that?
No,
Yeah.
everything is okay.
Good. To connect with us, QR code is there, or you can send an email to either myself or contacto@ciabienestar.mx. For any further information, we'll be putting information in our social media, and if you email us, we'll send you the registration link, so you can register for the event, and you can also share with other realtors to make it. One thing we'll say on travel side, that's the only thing that we're not covering, so it is on your own, but with time enough, you have the options. I mean, you can select to spend the week in Playa del Carmen, so you'll find vacation packages that go from Saturday to Saturday. Can be an all-inclusive, so the only times that you'll be away from your all-inclusive will be when you come to the meetings, to the trainings, that will happen on reception on Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday with the class, and then Friday going to the development projects. But we do have people on hand that we can recommend that you can connect with to make any travel arrangements. You would be flying into the Cancun International Airport. We do have transfer availability, so they can transfer you from the hotel to the airport and back, so you'll be all set on that side. So with that, that's the information that we have. This, like I said, is being recorded, so we'll be posting this on our social media, and please share it with your realtors and other networks that you have. We'll be having these meetings every Monday at 1 o'clock. But we do need the registration. We're looking for the registration to be done prior to March 10th. On March 10th, we will commit to getting everything done and getting the address of the meeting places that will be located. But should you have any question, please feel free to reach out.